Joining us now, the host of the Man to Man podcast, 9-year NFL veteran Darius Butler. Does he look like Drake there? I don't see it.
Tua?
Did Tua look like Drake there?
No, I didn't see any Drake comparison there outside of. I mean, I guess Drake gets some cornrows from time to time, but nah, don't see it.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, whatever works though. Whatever works for Tua.
What should we talk about? I mean, this Bengals-Ravens game, I keep pumping it up like the best game of the year. It better be, Darius.
I mean, it might pump it up for Al and Kirk. They've been waiting for a good one. This should be a good one. It's a good matchup. Two quarterbacks. Obviously, Burrow's been to a Super Bowl. Lamar's won MVP. They're both playing pretty good ball, and they're both coming off losses. So, they're, short week, get right back out on the field, get that loss out of your system. Big divisional game for both of them. You should hype it up. It's starting off week 11 now. So we're going to look back at these times in a few months and be like, damn, I missed those Thursday night football games. Should be a good one.
It's my Super Bowl team taking on yours. I was waiting for you to get there. This is the Darius Butler K. Adams Bowl facing off. Lamar Jackson's won 7 of his 8 career starts against the Bengals. I read that this morning. Was like, what? After watching what C.J. Stroud and the Texans were able to do in Cincy last week, how do you think Lamar and this Ravens offense attacks lose?
I mean, I still think it's going to start with that run game. And whenever you have a balanced offensive attack, that's the worst thing for a defense. And obviously Lamar can be the run game in himself, but he's been doing his thing from the pocket. So you're obviously going to find Mark Andrews. Odell's been getting off the last couple of weeks, finding the end zone. Zay Flowers has been a godsend. But that backfield by committee is going to start there with that run game. And then they got to finish, man. They have to finish. That's the only thing you look at this Ravens team over, not only just this year, but even last year, there was some big second half fumbles, late in the game where they had multiple score leads and just lost it somehow. And obviously the Bengals, they were in a position last week in the shootout with the Texans where Burrow, Boyd catches that ball. Who knows? Maybe it's a different game. But C.J. Stroud, he had ice in his veins, put him in position to win the game with a walk-off. So it should be a good one. Should be a close one. One of those that come down to the last drive again.
Have you seen this, the footage of Joe with this thing on his wrist?
No, I did not see. I saw a tweet about it. I saw they posted it and deleted it or something with a little brace on his hand. Not a big deal, though. But what I did see, you see my McLaren hoodie on. I saw you at Netflix Cup. 2 of my worlds colliding there. Formula One, golf. How was that? It looked amazing.
It was a brilliant chaos. It was so much fun. I had a champagne bottle, which I got champagne in my eyes again. I have to go redo my makeup.
Loves that, I'm sure.
No, it was me, Marshawn. I'll send you a picture. It's like me, Marshawn Lynch, and Burt Kreischer with his shirt off, and I'm shaking champagne, and of course it just goes right in my eyeballs, and I'm whatever. It was really fun. I'm trying to think. I will say this: the drivers take golf so seriously. And they all, in a really big way, and you know this better, they all golf wherever they go. They're in Abu Dhabi, they're in Brazil, wherever they are, they are finding the course and they're getting it in. And they were really brilliant, and I think Carlos Sainz and Justin Thomas just took it a little more seriously. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about both sports.
That's perfect. I think that should have been the biggest thing going into it. Obviously 2 great sports. Here, I don't think the drivers or professional golfers get enough, talked about them or said about them, but it was great. Yeah. Albon, I know he took the little spill, he took the fall.
Oh,
so I know
but he was so great about it, and he had his swag, and then he had a brilliant drive after. He had a really nice.
He did.
A tee. You watched it. Wow, Darius,
I watched every second. That was big. I had to watch. You were hosting, obviously, Netflix, their first live sports event.
We gotta get you in. We gotta get you.
Gotta get me in.
I was gonna text you and be like, I'm not gonna. Darius gotta go. Darius has to be here. You would have had so much fun. It was really, really exciting, and incredible. I'm trying to think of other takeaways. Can I just say this? The next day, so yesterday there was a pro-am, which I didn't even. I was like, I don't really know what that is.
See, I need to get in that.
I know. I'm on the golf course, but I was just doing a safari. I didn't want to play. I heard Andrew Whitworth was going to be out there, and I was like, I want to go find him. But, and I'm like, okay, Mark Wahlberg, cool. I'm trying to find Big Wit, wherever I'm searching for him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there because he's in Baltimore today, obviously for the game. So it was whatever. I'm out there, Blake Griffin, whatever. And I'm, the cast of Selling Sunset, cool. Where's Andrew Whitworth? Like, where is he? And I couldn't find him. But then I came upon, and I wasn't driving. Nobody would ever let me drive on a golf course. Don't worry. And I stop, and it's Justin Thomas, right? And he just won the event the night before. And I was about 5 feet away from him teeing off. And at that point, at that point, I got it. Like, I understand.
How insane is it to watch those guys up close hit that, like the sound, how the ball just comes off that tee, it is
Darius,
incredible.
I didn't get it. Like, to me, it was 90% of, like, people wanting to get away from their families for 7 hours. Like, that's what golf was. Mm-hmm. Like, you just don't want to do chores around the house. I get it. You need to, like, really, I get it. But when I was there with Justin Thomas, just not even watching, and him putting every ounce of his body into that thing, and it flying, and I was really in awe. I really was, and I was like, oh, I get it. And
it's
then,
crazy. It's crazy to see.
I'm taking, obviously I've worked in football forever, but I also used to watch Albert Pujols take batting practice when I was like new to the game. But that was awesome too. But everyone on that level was, the people I've ever golfed with or seen golf, it's not like, I don't know, it wasn't like that different. Majestic. But watching him, I was like, and then I got
It's a whole different ball game. JT Finau is one of the best long drivers in the game. He has a pretty swing, but that was awesome. I'm mad you couldn't stay for the race. The race is.
I'm going back.
Be a good one. Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm. I'll be
Glad
there.
to hear that.
I'm excited. All right, Darius, we got to talk back about this game because do we have the video?
Let's go. Let's get back to football.
Okay, let's see it. So no. Let's see this video of his hand that got deleted. Can we? Oh, okay.
This is like some.
Zapruder film
stuff. This is like some Connor Stallions. You got a chase with the.
People are saying it might be for an iPad or something, or like I don't know, but we're not worried about it, right?
Nah, not worried about it. I think he probably suffered some type of injury, maybe hit it, fell on it, whatever, and that's something you put on it to, probably prevent it from swelling. Most of the times when you get injuries, whether it's a knee, whatever it is, it's the swelling that makes it worse. So usually you put some type of compression on it to prevent it from swelling. Obviously, it's his throwing hand. So probably one of the most important parts of his body, obviously been a starting quarterback. But I think he'll be fine. Burrow's a tough guy, always playing through things. So I don't think it'll impact him at all tonight.
Well, it's the Darius Butler, Kay Adams Bowl. Ravens 3.5 point favorites.
Yep.
Do you have the Bengals pulling it out in Baltimore?
No, I know the Ravens lost Marlon Humphrey, but I think they find a way to win this game. I think, once again, it's going to be a close one. It's going to come down to a 2-minute drive. Somebody's defense having to get a stop. Somebody offense trying to get in position to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown. And I think Lamar and that offense is going to find a way to find their rhythm and keep their rhythm throughout 4 quarters of this game. So I got the Ravens in a close one against your Cincinnati Bengals.
We have a Super Bowl. I'm just going to forget that you said that. We're going to move on here. The Super Bowl rematch with the Chiefs and the Eagles, which will be really fun. I haven't touched on it at all this week. Chiefs defense, they are thriving, while the offense isn't exactly living up to expectations. Now, going up against this tough Eagles defense, what do the Chiefs need to do in order to, get it done and beat Philly?
Number one, got to make sure. I don't know where Swift is at. I don't know where Taylor Swift is at. But she needs to be somewhere in the building because yes.
Well, I think that's what it said, that their parents are meeting, right? Can we look at the reports? Entertainment Tonight, I think, said yesterday that the parents are planning on meeting, like both sets of parents, which is...
Hey, that's important. In football, especially this time of year, you look at all the numbers, all the analytics. When she's in the building, Kelce is productive. So, keep that in mind when you put together these parlays. But obviously, Kelce's got to get involved, not only throughout the field, but get him back in the end zone a couple times. And then outside of Kelce, you have to find a reliable receiver that's going to create separation and make plays consistently for Patrick Mahomes. That's something they don't have. I love Pacheco, what they have in the run game. I love McKinnon. Once he gets down that red area, he's always a threat to score a touchdown and get open, and he's a matchup nightmare for linebackers. But you have to, Rice, Moore, Tony, they have to consistently, week in, week out, third and 7, still be a guy, MVS, that can get open and make plays for Patrick Mahomes. And I think until they find that, this offense is going to struggle. But the defense, you mentioned it, This Spags defense has been unbelievable all year long. They've been playing at a high level. And if you have even an average defense with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid on the other side, they're going to continue to win ball games. So it should be a good one because Jalen Hurts, it seems like all he does is win as well when he's lining up at quarterback. So this should be a great one on Monday Night Football this week.
Darius Butler, everybody. We'll talk to you down the line. We appreciate you, of course, and you can teach me golf another time.